Hey, it is your girl, your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Hope you guys are having an amazing, what is it, Thursday? I'm in Dallas and it is sleeting and snowing, so I'm stuck in the house for 2 days with kids that eat a lot and a college student, so actually three. So I hope you guys are staying safe out there, staying warm. Prayers out to California because they are going through the unimaginable. Prayers also to Shanquilla Robinson's family. She It's her birthday today, and I just found that out. Somebody commented on a story on my IG page. So, happy heavenly birthday to Shanquilla Robinson, and prayers out to her family. And once again, prayers out to those in Los Angeles that have been affected by the fire. Um, with that being said, as y'all can see, I have an update for you guys, and I'm pretty sure all of you have already came across this. I've been working all day dealing with kids, so they come first. My businesses come first before I do YouTube. So as you all know, Megan Thee Stallion has been granted the restraining order, and we'll take a look over that. The judge actually have it effective for today, and it will last for or be in effect for 5 years, which means that its expiration date will be January 9th, 2030. So here I do have the minutes for the court, the just the front page of the restraining order and the declaration that was actually submitted in lieu of the restraining order. And so we'll go over all of that. Let me see. Not any Okay, so nobody's coming in the chat, so I ain't gotta worry about that too much. But let me I didn't even put up my little welcome to Legal Doc Talk sign. But let me put up my logo before we get started. All right. Boo. Oh, I think let me do this first. All right. So, as I stated before, the restraining order is effective for 5 years starting today. Daystar Peterson, aka Torey Lanez, he is eligible for parole on it, well, not on, but May of 2029. Now, if you have been with me and with the blue face situation, I've read this time and time again as far as that particular date that is set on this website can change due to several factors. And so I'm going to just read it for everybody. So this is the parole eligible date for Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, May 2029. It says the date shown above is the earliest possible release date for this incarcerated person at this time. This is the earliest date the incarcerated person is expected to be released based on current information. Incarcerated persons may earn credits for participating in rehabilitative programming, which may move their parole eligible dates to an earlier date. Incarcerated persons could also be found guilty of an institutional rules violation, which could result in a loss of credits that may move their parole eligible dates further into the future. Parole eligible dates may also change based on a variety of other reasons, including court orders, changes in law, and routine audits. And parole eligibility dates displayed on this website are updated regularly. So if there is any change regarding his eligibility date, it will be updated as needed. So I just wanted to put that up there. What's up? Hey, Rose and Gold. How are you doing this evening? All right. So, with that being said, we can go ahead and look at the court minutes right quick and see what was said. All right. And I'm sorry, it is a little blurry on my end, but so courts actually happened today at 8:30. Let's see who was all present. So Megan was present, her attorney was present, Michael Raymond Hayden, who is Daystar Peterson's attorney was present, as well as Janet, who is also Megan DeSet. So she actually had two attorneys that was present. One on the LA Court Connect, and that's like a Zoom, webcam or red web conferencing. Can't even talk. And then obviously Daystar Peterson's attorney was there in person, along with in person counsel for Megan the Stallion. What's up? What up, Buttercup? What up? What up? All right. Says this matter is called for hearing. Both parties present to the court that they are prepared to proceed today. Both parties are placed under oath and testify. Petitioner Exhibit 1 petition is admitted into evidence by reference only. The court receives petitioner's declaration, and we'll read that in just a second, as direct testimony. After reviewing of the moving and responsive papers and upon consideration of the testimony and evidence presented by the parties, the court rules as follows. Petitioner's request for restraining order is granted. The court finds that the petitioner has sustained their burden of proof. Because I've always told y'all, anytime somebody has submitted a petition or started a lawsuit, they have the burden of proof. So, based off of everything that Megan Thee Stallion and counsel has submitted to the court found that she sustained her burden of proof. Thus, the reason why she granted the restraining order. It says the court makes it orders as reflected in the restraining order after the hearing, and restraining order after a hearing is signed by the court and filed this date, which is January 9th, 2025. The restraining order is issued for a period of 5 years pursuant to the petitioner's request, and it will expire on January 9th, 2030. Therefore, he can't say anything. And if you want to know exactly what was included in that restraining order petition, go back and watch the previous video regarding that. But, he can't talk about her. He can't say anything about her. He can't, threaten her via online or in person, anything. He just can't do dilly squat. He can't even think about Megan. Okay. So that is a win for Megan at this time. And so here just shows the copy of the restraining order, the expiration date, and this is the actual order. So civil harassment prevention. Alrighty, and now here's a declaration. So a declaration, as I've always said, is kind of like your testimony. You are telling the court, providing facts, providing proof and documents in regards to why you are requesting the court to do something. Okay. And so this is her declaration of Mari F. Henderson, which is her attorney's plaintiff Megan Pete's petition for a civil harassment restraining order. And y'all know it's so crazy because she is with Quinn Emanuel, and if you follow me with the the Jay-Z and the Diddy cases, you'll know who Quinn Emanuel is. So Alex Spiro is a partner at an attorney at Quinn Emanuel. But anywho's, it reads that I, Mary F. Henderson, declares as follow: I am a partner at the law firm of Quinn Emanuel, counsel of record for Megan Pete in the above captioned action. I am a member of good standing, blase, blase, blase. Everything that they're supposed to say. All right. So attached here to as Exhibit 21 is a true and correct copy of the October 13th, 2020 protective order issued in the criminal case People versus Daystar Peterson, which was held before the Honorable David Hereford of the Los Angeles Superior Court. The protective order prohibited Mr. Peterson from harassing Miss Pete, having personal, electronic, telephone, or written contact with Miss Pete, contacting Miss Pete through a third party, Milagro Gramz, and coming within 100 yards of Miss P. Attached here too, as Exhibit 22, is a true and correct copy of the court's denial of Mr. Peterson's motion to modify the protective order in that particular criminal case. Attached is Exhibit 23, which is a true and correct copy of a certified transcript of Ms. Pete's December 13th testimony in the criminal trial. Let's see. Exhibit 24 is a felony abstract of judgment in the criminal case, showing Mr. Peterson's conviction for 3 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic pow pow, carrying a loaded, unregistered pow pow in a vehicle, and discharging a pow pow with gross negligence. Exhibit 25 is a copy of the Register of Actions, and that particular criminal case that reflected a court gag order that was issued against Tory Lanez following the protection order violation. As to the gag order on April 5th, 2022, the court ordered that Mr. Peterson not mentioning anything regarding complaining witnesses or anything about the case directly or indirectly on any social media or in public statements. So pretty much during the trial, he had a protective order. There was also a gag order, and he ain't follow none of them. Let's see. Exhibit 26 is a certified transcript. October 30th it is 2024, a call between Mr. Peterson and Caesar. Hey, that's my boyfriend's name, Caesar. Caesar McDowell, co-founder and CEO of Unite the People, a nonprofit organization whose legal team is representing Mr. Peterson in this matter and in his criminal appeal. During the call, Mr. McDowell reads to Mr. Peterson a draft of the public statement Unite the People ultimately issued regarding its representation of Milagro Elizabeth Cooper in a lawsuit brought against her by Ms. P. Mr. Peterson approved the public statement before it published. Hey, what's up, Ty? How you doing? Let's see. Exhibit 27 is a certified transcript of a call on November 7th between Mr. Peterson and Mr. McDowell. Let's see. It says during this call, Dwayne asked, "So you got a write-up for the knee case and the phone, right?" Mr. Peterson replies, There's 2 different write-ups on the phone. It's possession of one, and then the other one is constructive possession of one because they got me on a picture. Huh? So he got written up because he had a phone in prison? Exhibit 28 is a true and correct copy of a history of Zelle transaction information reflecting the payments from Daystar Peterson's father, Sunstar Carlisle, I think that's how you say his middle name, Peterson, to Mob Radio LLC, Milagro Elizabeth Cooper's podcast platform. Now, I'm just going to say this because as a business owner of several businesses, if somebody is sending me Zelle payments personally, that is just, personal, right? But if you're sending it to my business, that's for business because I do not mix my business assets with my personal assets. Okay. Um, so I think last time somebody said, well, how do we know those payments uh could have been for anything? And they could have, but they subpoenaed obviously not only Milagro's records but her business records, and they found that the daddy was sending Zelle payments to her business. So I don't know how y'all want to take that, but y'all could take that. All right, so let's see what they got here. Let's see. All right, so this is the protective order, domestic violence. What was this issued? So this was issued on was that October 13th, 2020. So this was during the trial. We ain't gonna be here long because I'm definitely not. So, and this is the one that he violated. Hold on, let me see exactly what it said. Da, 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 da. All right. So they have must have no personal electronic, telephonic, or written contact with the protected persons, must have no contact with the protected person's name above through a third party, must not come within 100 yards of protected person and animals named above. The protected persons may record any prohibited communications made by the restrained person. Because I remember they also said that while this was in place, she had a concert and he was like front row or something like that, which means that he violated the that protective order, and he pretty much didn't care at that point. And those was his words because I read that from somewhere. Um, Order on motion. This was filed February 25th, 2021. Let me see. What this site? What this site? What this site? Oh, this is him seeking. So he filed a motion to modify a protective order that was issued November 18, 2020. Pursuant to that order, the people turned over discovery to the defendant with certain restrictions. The order prohibits any person receiving discovery from the prosecution to distribute the documents, recordings, copies of documents, recordings, or contents of documents and recordings to any persons other than the defense attorney of record on the above entitled case. By its terms, the protective order limits only the dissemination of information obtained through the discovery process. The order applies to defense counsel and counsel's agents as well as defendant and anyone with whom discovery is shared. The order does not limit information dissemination. I'm trying to figure out. So, who are they talking about? Both defendant and defense counsel may disseminate information about this case so long as the source of dissemination is not derived from the discovery provided by the people in this case. I'm reading because all right, so there were certain things that they didn't want other people to see. I'm not going through all this because all this is actually irrelevant, but it's just kind of showing the judge as to why certain things were kind of give you a timeline, a chronological timeline of things that have taken place since the before the trial, during the trial, and after the trial. And it says the motion is denied. So his I don't know what the word he was trying to do, but his motion was denied. I'm not going because it's 280 some things. I'm definitely not going through all of this. Yeah, I haven't looked at none of this, so I'm reading this with y'all. Hold up. These are the transcripts. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see what type of transcript this was. Uh, Above the date the defendant Daystar Peterson not being present in court and being represented by counsel George Mendelson is da da da. The people being represented by Kathy. All right, what is this? The people call the next witness. Miss Todd, thank you. People call Megan P. Oh, okay. So this is Megan's. All right. So this is Megan's transcript. I need to give me a Patreon account because y'all, if y'all want to read this, y'all can go ahead and read this. I ain't about to read no 200 some pages, but this is her transcript for the criminal trial. So this is everything that she said in court. I know that it is juicy and there's probably a lot of evidence. Oh, and I know it's long. Shout out to the court reporters because, baby, one of my good college friends, she's a court reporter, but she only do federal cases and get bank. They get bank. Dylan, I am on live. Oof. Child. Baby, if I was to sit here, oh wait, what I see something? Hold up. Oh wait, incorrect. Okay, that's why you kept your relationship out of this case until when did you first? When was this the first time you talked about my client having a sexual relationship with my client? When I told it to the DA. When was that? I'm not sure. And when you say you told the DA, did you tell the DA or did the DA contact you asking you after Gail King whether you were being truthful at the Gail King interview? Her response, whenever she asked me, I told her. Question, but she had asked you many times before that, correct? Right. Question, and you had kept it out and had not told anybody because you didn't want to know what the argument was about, correct? She says the argument was not just about that. Question, that's how the argument started, correct? Yes. And then counsel asks, and counsel just asked you on a redirect about whether you remember that she showed you a transcript when you met the detective and her, and you said you didn't know exactly where he was seated. Do you remember when she was asking you that? Yes. The same transcript is the transcript I showed you where you told the police that my client would have had to walk over Kelsey, correct? It wasn't the same part. Oh, Lord, child. Child. Wakanda Forever. What's up? I have a question for this paralegal. Yes. How can I assist? How can I assist? Huh, this is very interesting. Baby, I need to read that because just like they said, Megan didn't say one thing, then she went on Gail King and said another. Child. Oh, that is her transcript of the proceedings. Okay, let me get down to the nitty gritty. All right, so this is the felony abstract of judgment. All right, so this shows the crime. So the semi-automatic pow pow having a concealed pow pow, discharging the pow pow. And it shows their charges, which is 4 years. Ooh, good googly muggly. To prison. Current or prior serious or violent felony. Initial sentencing, reception, da 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 da. Huh. All right. What is this? Other orders. To total aggregate state prison terms is 10 years. Defendant is given credit of 231 days actual plus 40 days from the house arrest plus 34 days good time, work time for a total of 305 days credit. Defendant is instructed by the court that she is prohibited from owning, purchasing, receiving, possessing, or having under his or her custody of control any firearms, ammunition, and ammunition feeding devices, including but not limited to the it's supposed to be any magazines. Defendant is ordered to relinquish all firearms in the manner provided in the Penal Code Section 29810. Defendant is provided with a prohibited persons relinquished form because normally anytime you have and we've seen it like in Blueface in Krishan's case that anytime you're dealing with a weapon, you have to fill out a relinquish form, and there's a hearing date that a date that you have to have that relinquish form in. That's a whole different process. Court finds that the defendant does not own, possess, or have under his or her custody or control firearm that must be relinquished. The court finds that the defendant has failed to complete prohibited persons relinquished form as required pursuant to the Penal Code Section 29810. And prohibited persons relinquished form findings is signed by the. Oh, so he didn't even turn in the relinquished form. That's interesting. That's interesting. All right, what is this? Oh, okay. So this is his court case, in which we all can look that up. All right, and they're just kind of showing his kind of like once again, kind of like Blueface situation. We go through these and we read all of that, so nothing's changing. And the reason why she is submitting this, she has to prove to the court that she needs this restraining order because these are the events that has taken place from the time of from the time of the incident. So it's not really any new information that we, don't already know. That's why I'm not going through all of this because we kind of already know. I'm trying to get to the Zelle payments, baby. Man, all of this was on his good googly moogly. Yeah, this is the register of action. So everything that has taken place on that criminal case, they have to dock it. All right. What is this? Oh, this is the call. Oh, this is some juicy. October 30th. Let's see what they was talking about, y'all. And let me see. Shout out to Veritex. Yep, they're like the US legal support. All right, so let's see what they said. Automatic voice. Press 1 for da 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 2. Press enter your 8-digit key. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that. Let me see. All right, Daystar Peterson. Hello. You have a prepaid call from Torey and an incarcerated individual at the California Corrections Institute. Oh, yeah, da da. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Y'all like that? All right, so Torey, hello, hello. Yeah, yes. Well, yeah, but anyway, I know, but just you've got to remember. And what he's like, ish, bro. This is like for some, I guess he's saying, I don't know. It says indiscern. Oh, they can't detect what he said. Nah, bro, that ain't it. All right, that's page 2. Let me see. He said, yeah, some homeless ninja. Oh, wait, hold up. Is this an attorney? Wait, this can't be no attorney. Well, I can't talk because my attorneys be cracking me up, so I ain't gonna judge, bro. Yeah, some homeless ninjas that are on medication. These ninjas over there, well, these ninjas are over there. Yeah, these ninjas need to change that. Tori says, yeah, for sure. Caesar said, can you dig? But on that one thing that we talked about, we really need to call. Did you send us? You haven't sent us the paperwork because you changed buildings, but you need to send us that paperwork, Inja, so we can get ahead of that. What? These can y'all see what I'm reading? Oh my gosh. They use the hard R. What's up, T Love? What's up? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. He's- I want to know the person who typed this. I know they was like, oh my gosh. Anywho's, this dude says, which paperwork? Oh, is there any way that we can send somebody up there to get it? I know it's kind of far, but yeah, something in my mail, bro. I just know it, bro. It's not going to get to you, dog. And it's not even just that. What I was going to tell you is all three of those, who he has 3 write-ups. All 3 of those write-ups is it's good that you're on the phone. All 3 of those write-ups are their final decision at Sacramento. So at this point, if you want, ninjas want to try to go. I mean, just because we already added ninjas want to try to go for effing all 3 write-ups, ninja. I it's I'll double it. You feel me? Like whatever I was saying before, I'll just double it. Is he talking about monetary? Is he talking about money? I don't know. Anytime somebody says they're gonna double it, that I don't know. Oh, Taylor checking in for a quick visit, but we've been dealing with a lot out here in Cali. Yes, I said that in the beginning of the video. I don't know everybody who is in California, but if you are in California, definitely I need to make a post on my community wall. And y'all chime in, but I want to, I want to know if you guys are okay. Because when I was like, oh my gosh, Los Angeles, I've been to Los Angeles twice with my kids and I loved it. So prayers out to everybody. Um, I've been watching all types of TikToks and everything, and just to see that firsthand, I know y'all are So I hope that y'all are safe. Stay prayed up. And yeah, we are all praying for you guys. Definitely keeping y'all in my prayers. Let me see. So Caesar says, "Well, I'm not trying to charge you for all that, but oh, so he was talking about money." Torey says, "I know, but it's the amount of work that it may take. You know what I'm saying?" Caesar said, "Yeah, I know. I get that." Torey says, "I have to actually go up to the court and drive up here and all this other extra ish. It's just like, I don't know if that's how it works, but I'm just saying, or maybe it's just that." Then Caesar goes on to say, the write ups, everything that we're going to have to drive up there on and take to Louisville, we already had a meeting on it today, right? And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take my blanks, the squad. So we're going to attack all these write ups. We'll attack them all for you, but we was focused on that one, right? He says, "Yeah," Caesar says, "and then get the because ain't no lawyer going to know what these ninjas know, right?" Tori said, "Yeah." Then Caesar goes back to say, "So then we're going to get the whole plan mapped out. Then we are going to call the lawyer in. Okay, listen, this is what we doing. We're going to talk to you first, blah, 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 blah. We call the lawyer. Okay, this is the plan. This is what we're going to do. You already said that. And we going to need the MFers to drive up to the DA's office, all of that ish, and make the MFer. Uh we will do all that ish. You dig? It's like you have to decipher all of this because this is crazy. Tori said, "Mm-hmm." Caesar said, "If you want to, I don't want to double it because I'm not, I hate how ninjas nickel and dime you, and I'm never trying to be one of them ninjas." He said, "Ooh, okay." So Daystar said, "Yeah, I only do it because I know that I know the reason why I pay for ish like that is because I just know that, like, I know that this is why this is crazy. I feel like I'm losing brain cells. I know you're trying to be your blank company, bro, but it's not about you all the time. I know that sometimes you got to use it for your own well-being too at the end of the day." Or he talk about money. This is not about you, bro. It's about the company. Like, that's why I start these things. It's not like, even with your hand to God, it's not so much more about, just the fact these ninjas was just like, all right, we can get these ninjas in, and that's kind of tight that we're doing something for the prisoners. It's not like that. It's just like, it's the fact that, like, yo, we are doing something that is revolutionary, and this company is the first company to ever do it. And it's just like the stories just so crazy. Like, imagine we shoot a movie on your life, ninja, and it's just like from this, and knowing me to this David and Goliath, we're pulling out Goliath, ninja. We're pulling at Goliath, okay? Um, and it's just like we all just coming with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have no clue what you're saying. Like, it's like I'm getting the information sometimes and I'm feeding it to you, and then you're running quarterback with the effing with the law ish, and that's what you've been doing. Okay, so I guess it's in regards to this firm helping like the incarcerated men, that program. So I did see that. I did see that. So that's what he's talking about. And I've got the in the media when you need to do the media. It's just like, what I'm saying. This ish is factual, of course, and just getting it out there, getting our relationships and getting people to that awareness for it, right? And it's just like, yo, bro, like, they're killing me with the like. All right, automated voice. Oh, they're telling them that their conversation is being recorded and monitored. Um, okay, so Caesar said, "Can you hear me?" Blah 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 blah. Caesar said, "Let me read you. We finished the statement for media tomorrow." Caesar said, I'm wondering. Daystar said, let me hear it. Caesar said, let me read it to you. So it says, Unite the People agrees to represent. This is the media release for tomorrow. Unite the People agrees to represent Milagro Cooper against threats and intimidation targeting influencers for expressing their opinion in the civil matter filed by the now claimant Megan Pete, right? It says that's in the headline. There is a recent filing for Megan Pete, an individual plaintiff whose name is Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, an individual as defendant. Unite the People is a nonprofit law firm that promotes social justice throughout the United States, as well as provide affordable legal services to the underserved community, as well as multiple other services. For example, mentoring programs for the disadvantaged youth, empowering young women, mentoring programs, assisting the homeless, veterans, transitional housings, right? It just tells a little bit about the company, right? And then it says Milagro Elizabeth Cooper has been served a lawsuit making a lot of false claims against her professional conduct in an attempt to stop her from reporting on Daystar Peterson's, aka Tory Lane's case. Because in their lawsuit, that's all they talk about is your case and what Milagro says on your behalf, right? Daystar agreed. Caesar says they said that all kinds of ish, right? But I'm going to run through this real quick. Unite the People was founded and exists to fight on behalf of the disadvantaged, the small, and the powerless against these Goliath organizations, corporations, or celebrities that want to push around and bully the Davids of the world, the people. So I guess they're saying that Megan is bullying Milagro. Unite the People will not stand by and let an intractable justice system or a billion-dollar corporation led by popular celebrities take advantage of the small guy in the attempt to silence someone from their First Amendment right of freedom of speech. Unite the People has agreed to take on the defense of Milagro Cooper, as well as any social media influencer, journalism platform journalist, podcast, or reporter of any type that has received this lawsuit against them, or any other form of bullying, harassment to silence them from their right of freedom of speech. Any such influencer, media person, or organization who has been or received a threat in attempt to silence them for the same organization or corporation should contact Unite the People immediately. So Tory Lane's response to that was, so is this a statement or is this a, because it sounds like two things are going on. It sounds like you're saying, yo, we're representing Milagro. These are the things, these are the facts, this is the basis. And then you're saying, but if anybody else needs it, like, what is it? Is this like a, what is this? Wait a minute. So this is their response. So what, it's a statement, right? What they're doing is we're putting out a statement saying that we're representing Milagro. It's a two-pronged thing. We're putting out a statement saying that we're representing Milagro, but then we're also stating that anybody else can, because they're targeting more people than just her. It was quite a few people that they're targeting, right? Okay, I'm reading this whole conversation, but this is crazy. Hold up. Probably the first in the morning told me Instagram. Okay. So it's like he's doing a little bit of advertising. That's what he was doing. That's exactly what he's doing. He was advertising he was saying, hey, we represent Milagro, but then he also throwing in his little advertisement, little speech there. Let me see. He says that don't have you're done with Megan and Daystar Peterson against the, ooh, wait a minute. Caesar said Megan is, wait, hold that. That's probably why I need to read it. Daystar was telling me like, yeah, I don't know if we should put the Milagro part in. Tory Lanez was like, he don't think that they should put that in there. If he should say that out publicly, he should say that out publicly, because at the end of the day, he's like, because he's saying I'm a part of a board of advisory, so it isn't a conflict of interest. No, you're not. You are not. This is the thing where Megan is suing Milagro, right? He said, yeah. Caesar said that don't have I'm assuming that don't have anything to do with you. You're done with Megan. It's Daystar Peterson against the Attorney General's office and the appellate courts. That's why we said why F with her lawyer even speaking up, or why the F of is her lawyer speaking up. She has nothing to do with this no more. Do you dig what I'm saying? The only conflict of interest would be if Milagro didn't know we had represented you. Wait, what? The only conflict of interest would be if Milagro didn't know we were representing you. You dig what I'm saying? Okay. It don't have nothing to do with you no more, but she will hesitate on a lot of ish, right? Don't even talk about that ish. This is, boy, when I say the transcript is, I'm this is ridiculous. I lost so many brain cells just now. I lost so many brain cells because, yeah. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm kind of scanning this. Caesar, Caesar, Caesar. Dwayne, tell the phone. What up, brother? He talking, and he's having conversations with his attorneys. No, I'm saying basically, yeah, just saying they basically doing a lot of this stuff in retaliation. They really thinking that Megan filed a lawsuit against Milagro for retaliation. You know what I'm saying? The DA, they sending her stuff to the lab. Like, wait, hold up. So Dwayne says the blank date and the stuff, you know what I'm saying? The DA, they sending the stuff to the lab late and then they get the, they say, okay, yeah, we've been referred to the district attorney. And I'm like, he was telling us, I don't know what you want us to do. Send a letter to the district attorney, letter filling out all, showing him all the discrepancies in the case. I'm assuming that they're talking about the evidence, the pow pow and stuff. You mean as far as like as what I want to do? Ma'am, it's like two da 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 da. I'm confessing. Wait a minute. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. That's 4 and 5. Daystar said, I just want to challenge these and get these overturned because they just all bunch of BS. It's like having two unaliving charges and then somebody coming into court and being like, hey, I did the unaliving. I'm confessing I did the unaliving. I did everything. And this is how, and then someone going, I feel you, but that doesn't seem really likely. This is weird. It's like, yo, I'm in both of my situations. Someone comes and say, yo, I did this. You get what I'm saying? And then Daystar says Torey has been cooperating. It's just like I refuted real arguments on these, on the that I either piped up or I wrote. And so it's like some that I went super hard and I studied the OP and I went to go find for like the first two. This is weird. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I can't go through all this. But these are recorded conversations. I'm probably gonna post on the Patreon. So if y'all want to read this, y'all can because I can't. I can't. These are said their own due process violation. It's due process violation. Basically, he showed you evidence and brought you back, but he should have gave you the evidence 24 hours prior. That's cool and all, but that's my due process violation, and I actually wrote up. That's not the due process violation I wrote up. Okay, they must be talking about that. What is that called? The habeas corpus, his writ of habeas corpus that he submitted. They are still on this freaking whatchamacallit. What is this? I da 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 da. All right, so this is the oh. 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 Okay. So here's some more. This is exciting. The transcripts ain't exciting at all. If y'all want to read them, that's fine. I'm gonna find a way to post it on this Patreon. But this is what I was looking for. So there was speculation about Zelle payments, right? Because it appeared, as Megan stated in her petition when she sued Milagro, that payments were being sent to Milagro. So normally in the case, what we do is we will subpoena Zelle. We will subpoena any payment app in order to get the transactions. So I want people to stop saying those ain't real, those ain't real. Those that we seen on that little spreadsheet, that was, let me see, that was based off of what somebody said, probably prior to them actually subpoenaing the Zelle company. So this is usually, now in Texas we get an affidavit because they actually have to go before a notary, and I do notary stuff too. So I'll go into businesses and I'll do their business records, affidavits and stuff like that. So a declaration, whether it's a declaration or whether it's an affidavit, this is something that has to be submitted when any entity that has been subpoenaed is providing documentation to counsel. So this is the declaration for the custodian of records. So they ended up subpoenaing Zelle, and that is what we see here. All right, Zelle, y'all see this? I want to blow it up so it ain't no confusion whatsoever. All right, this is the subpoena. So that case number, this is the case number in the case against Megan, well, not against, Megan Pete versus Milagro Elizabeth Cooper. So this is an actual subpoena of the, well, this is not the actual subpoena, but this is the declaration. This is the evidence. This is her email right here. Start date, they subpoenaed records from October 8th, 2020 to what is that? December 16th, 2024. All right. So let's see. That is October 28th, 2020. So Carly Peterson. Okay, that's Sunstar. So Sunstar Peterson from Wells Fargo to Chase. So from Sunstar to Mob Radio LLC, $500. February 23rd to Mob, all of these is Mob Radio LLC, $1,000. On the 25th, 2 days later, $300. March 7th, 2020. And I know y'all, that's why I'm reading it to y'all. March 7th, 2021, $200. April 21st, 2021, $500. So, okay, I'm about to say so around. March 3rd, $500. So I don't know how much that was. That's five. That's 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2,500, 3,000. That's $3,000. I mean, that ain't a lot. That ain't a lot, but it does show that she had a payment from Sunstar Stevenson. Darn it, Peterson. Sunstar Peterson. So those are the Zelle transactions. It is kind of weird in my opinion. I would see if this was something that was happening every single month, but I mean, this could be from anything. I don't know if these are, if the dates correlate what when she was actually on social media doing something, like talking about the situation. I don't know because I don't follow I don't follow her, nor did I even follow the Megan the Stallion case, with a criminal case with Tory Lanez. But I don't know. I really don't know. Now, the only thing they can do is actually show that Daystar or Sunstar paid Mob Radio, but you can't really show exactly what that money was used for or why they submitted the payment to them. So that is just kind of weird. But yeah, so that's it. It ain't too much. If you're just coming in, Megan was granted the civil harassment restraining order against Daystar Peterson. It's effective today and will last until January 9th, 2030, as it says right here at midnight. Um, he's actually eligible for parole May of 2029. So I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, this is a win for Megan. I know California changed their laws to where, there wasn't no post restraining order, so this is the route that she went into. I mean, if people fear for their lives, I mean, I'm all for it. Do what you need to do. And it's not just about her fearing for her life, but if it's harassment, the calling, going through other people to, harass somebody, by any means, she needs to do what she needs to do to ensure that she's safe and to keep her name out of certain people's mouths. So I believe that this is a win for her. I'm happy for her. I mean, I am a Meg the Stallion fan, but we can't say that, oh, this shouldn't have been granted, because at the end of the day, the judge in the Superior Court of the County of Los Angeles saw that she submitted all of the documentation that she needed in order to prove as to why she needed a restraining order. So, whether you like her or not, okay, the judge saw fit to grant her a 5-year restraining order against Tory Lanez, aka Daystar Peterson. So feel how you feel, okay? But at the end of the day, the judge had the last say so, and he found that she has sufficient evidence to to grant this. Okay? All right. Well, I didn't want to take too much of y'all time, but y'all let me know. I know the comments are about to be crazy because everybody gonna be saying all kinds of stuff about Megan, and that is okay. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, the judge saw that there was a need for it. Point blank, period. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely leave your comments below. Until then, you all be safe. To those in California, prayers, 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 and hugs are sent your way. To Shanquilla Robinson, happy heavenly birthday, and prayers to her family. Good night, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Bye.